Hello, my name's Daisy, and thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your busy day to watch this little video that I'm going to make for you. I want to introduce you to my book characters. A little tiny bit of background. I'm a therapist. I work with adults and children, and prior to that I was in primary education for 15 years, and so this is a book that's designed to help children overcome anxieties and stress. There's actually a fair amount of neuroscience behind it, but I won't bore you with all of that right now. I'm hoping that this little taster will pique your interest and that you'll get in touch so that we can meet up and I can tell you all my brilliant ideas. But may I introduce you to my little characters? Firstly, this is Smalley Oatid. Now, Smalley Oatid's smiling there, but he's not always smiling. He struggles with life, unfortunately. He suffers with anxiety sometimes and a bit of anger issues sometimes and some sadness, but it's okay. Because in this story, along comes this incredibly colourful, ridiculous creature. This is the Helpful Wise Elpful, and the Helpful Wise Elpful helps Smalley Oatid to help himself to navigate life's issues and problems. May I read you a story? I've illustrated these stories using textbook app, not textbook, sketchbook, but I'm not very technically minded, and so I've just printed them off badly, and I'm just going to hold them up really old school, as if I was at primary school talking to children. I'm so sorry, it's the only way I knew how to do it. So this is Smalley Oatid. I hope you'll think he's very cute. I think he's very cute, and they're very colourful, helpful, wise, helpful. So if you're sitting comfortably, that's really old, isn't it? I'll begin. It starts off a bit sad, I'm afraid. Poor Smalley Oatid. Smalley Oatid sat alone and he cried. Something was making him nervous inside. The scared little thing, he just didn't feel right. Something was worrying him all through the night. He was feeling all panicky and wasn't sure why. But then a strange, colourful creature came by. "It's going to eat me," Smalley cried. He'd never before felt so terrified. It wasn't a scary thing. In fact, it was nice. It had heard he was worried and came with advice. "Ah, Smalley Oatid, please do not fear. The wonderful, helpful, wise Elpful is here. I know you feel worried, but really you're strong, and the wonderful, helpful, wise Elpful's not wrong." The helpful, wise Elpful began to explain that we can change feelings by using our brain. It said there are 3 things we must do every day to help us feel happy and make life okay. The first is to do something that we enjoy. Your favourite activity, sport, game or toy. The second is think of great things that you do and notice the lovely things in your life too. When gloomy thoughts happen, tell them, "Go away, I'm thinking just good thoughts in my brain today." The third is be friendly and spend time with others. That could be with friends or with sisters or brothers. These things work like magic and are easy to do. They help everybody and they will help you too. Smalley thought, and he used all his brain, coming up with ideas again and again. He decided upon an activity he'd like. So he went to the garage and got out his bike. He pedalled so fast as he raced down the track, he practiced his wheelies before he went back. He started to notice he was having fun. He loved being out on his bike in the sun. He decided to invite a friend out to play, and the 2 of them happily rode bikes all day. It was Monday, and Smalley felt angry in school. He threw pencils, pushed friends, and kicked over a stool. Everybody annoyed him. He was grumpy and mean, angrier and nastier than he'd ever been. Told off by his teacher, he wanted to shout, but he was put in the corner and given time out. Smallio thought as he sat in a huff that maybe he'd felt bad for quite long enough. He sat there alone, lots of thoughts in his head, but he suddenly remembered what the Elpful had said. He remembered 3 things he must do every day to help him feel happy and make life okay. Doing the things that he knows he enjoys, his favourite activities, sports, games or toys, remembering all the great things he can do and noticing lovely things in his life too. Having a chat or a good time with others, that could be with friends or with sisters or brothers. These things work like magic and are easy to do. They help everybody and they will help you too. He thought about games that made him contented and remembered the alien game they'd invented. So he said he was sorry and asked friends to play, and at break time they zapped all the aliens away. This made him feel better, and it was fun, and he realised how much he did like everyone. He had done all the things that the Elpful advised. It was easy to do. He was really surprised. One morning, Smallio lay in his bed. The thought of a long day filled him with dread. He stayed under his covers and wanted to hide. He just couldn't face the big world outside. He felt sad and empty. He tried hard to sleep, but he lay there unhappy and started to weep. This is not helping, he thought in his head. The wonderful, helpful, wise Elpful had said, there are 3 things we must do every day to help us feel happy and make life okay. Smallio remembered a thing I enjoy, my favourite activity, sport, game or toy. Remembering all the great things I can do and noticing lovely things in my life too. Having a chat or a good time with others, that could be with friends or with sisters or brothers. These things work like magic and are easy to do. They help everybody and they will help you too. He knew what to do. Now he understood. Having some fun will help him feel good. He got out of bed, it wasn't so hard. He picked up his skateboard and went out to the yard. He practiced some stunts and were good at them too. He showed his big sister, taught her what to do. They invited their friends and lots of them came to build a stunt course for their skateboarding game. Smallio cheered on by his friends, said, oh, how I wish that this day never ends. I'm so lucky I listened to the Elpful's advice. And now I do notice when everything's nice. The wonderful, helpful, wise Elpful is here to help you as well. Its message is clear. Remember 3 things to make it okay, a lovely fun game or a sport we can play, noticing all the good things in our day, being with others and chatting away. These things work like magic and are easy to do. They help everybody and they will help you too. The Elpful's your friend and will always be kind. So try to remember its words in your mind. And then my dogs start barking. I'm going to go and sort my dogs out. Thank you very much for listening.